You know the snow will slowly melt, but my love will never die.
Timeline of the Mikelle Biggs case. January 2, 1999. Mikelle Biggs, an 11-year-old girl living in Mesa, Arizona, disappears while waiting for an ice cream truck near her home. She is last seen by her younger sister at around 5:50 p.m. riding her bicycle close to the intersection of El Morro Avenue and Toltec Street. Her bike and a handful of coins are found abandoned in the street just minutes after her disappearance. January 2 to 3, 1999. Police launch an immediate and extensive search, canvassing the neighborhood, using search dogs, helicopters, and hundreds of volunteers. No significant clues are found. January 4 to 10, 1999. The search for Mikelle expands. The FBI joins the investigation. Authorities question neighbors and known sex offenders in the area. Media coverage increases, and tips begin to pour in, but none lead to Mikelle. January 1999 to March 1999. Despite a massive effort, including roadblocks and house-to-house searches, no solid leads emerge. Police consider various theories, including abduction by a stranger. 1999 to 2000. Reward money is offered for information. The community continues to hold vigils and distribute flyers. Investigators follow up on hundreds of tips, but the case remains cold. 2001 to 2017. The case periodically receives renewed attention in the media. Law enforcement continues to investigate any new tips or potential leads, but nothing substantial is uncovered. Mikelle's family remains vocal and continues to hope for answers. March 2018. A dollar bill surfaces in Neenah, Wisconsin, bearing a message, "My name is Mikelle Biggs, kidnapped from Mesa, AZ. I'm alive." Authorities investigate, but handwriting analysis suggests it was likely a hoax or unrelated to the case. Present Mikelle Biggs' disappearance remains one of Arizona's most famous unsolved cases. Her family continues to seek closure, and law enforcement still considers the case open, hoping that new evidence or a tip may one day solve the mystery. Missing since January 2, 1999. Missing from Mesa, Arizona. Classification: non-family abduction. Sex: female, race. White. Date of birth: May 31, 1987. Age: 11 years old. Height and weight: 4 feet 8 inches, 85 pounds. Clothing/jewelry description: a red t-shirt with her elementary school's name, Lindbergh, sometimes given as Lindbergh, imprinted on the front, bell-bottom jeans with embroidered seams on the sides of both of the pant legs, white canvas shoes and possibly earrings. Distinguishing characteristics: Caucasian female. Brown hair, hazel eyes. Mikelle's upper front teeth are prominent. Her ears are pierced and she has several moles on the left side of her neck. Her hair had been permed and was growing out prior to her disappearance. If you have any information on the disappearance of Mikelle Biggs, call Mesa Police Department 480-644-2211. Timeline of the Morgan Nick case. June 9, 1995. Morgan Nick, a 6-year-old girl from Alma, Arkansas, attends a Little League baseball game with her mother. Around 10:30 p.m., Morgan is catching fireflies with friends near her mother's car in the parking lot. When the other children return, Morgan is gone. Her mother realizes she's missing and calls the police. June 10 to 11, 1995. A search begins immediately, involving local police, volunteers, and later the FBI. Morgan's disappearance attracts widespread media attention. Police interview witnesses, who describe seeing a creepy man near the children earlier in the evening and a red pickup truck in the area. Summer 1995. Despite an intensive search and numerous tips, Morgan is not found. The case becomes high-profile in Arkansas and across the U.S. The Alma community rallies around the family, distributing flyers and organizing search parties. 1996 to 2000. The Morgan Nick Foundation is founded by Morgan's mother, Colleen Nick, to help families of missing children. The case remains open and active, with law enforcement chasing leads, investigating suspects, and following up on reported sightings. 2002 to 2010. Several leads and possible sightings are reported, but none lead to a resolution. Authorities release composite sketches of possible suspects and continue to publicize the case. 2012. Police search a vacant house in Spiro, Oklahoma, after receiving a tip. No evidence related to Morgan is found. 2015 A renewed focus on the case marks the 20th anniversary of Morgan's disappearance. The FBI and local law enforcement continue to investigate. November 2021 police announced they have identified a person of interest in Morgan's abduction, but no arrests are made. November 2023 authorities perform a dig at a property in Crawford County, Arkansas, based on a new tip. Nothing of significance is found. Present Morgan Nick's case remains unsolved. Her family and the foundation continue to advocate for missing children. Law enforcement keeps the case open, hoping for new information or breakthroughs to bring answers after nearly 3 decades. Missing since June 9, 1995. Missing from Alma, Arkansas. Classification non-family abduction. Sex female race. White date of birth. September 12, 1988 age 6 years old. Height and weight. 4 feet 0 inches, 55 pounds clothing/jewelry description. A green Girl Scouts t-shirt, blue denim shorts and white leather sneakers. Associated vehicle, S. Red Ford pickup truck with windows covered with curtains, a dull paint job, a short wheelbase, a white camper shell 4 to 5 inches shorter than the truck, and possibly damage to the right rear end of the camper. The vehicle left the field's parking lot at approximately the same time Morgan disappeared. Distinguishing characteristics. Caucasian female. Blonde hair, blue eyes. Morgan had 5 visible silver caps on her molars at the time of her 1995 disappearance. The caps were scheduled to be removed in 2000. Her teeth were crowded at the time of her 1995 disappearance and she would have needed orthodontic braces in adolescence. Morgan has a protruding purple vein on the lower left side of her rib cage. If you have any information, call Alma Police Department 501-632-3930. Arkansas State Police 501-783-5195. Federal Bureau of Investigation 202-324-3000. Timeline of the Amber Hagerman case. January 13, 1996. Amber Hagerman, a 9-year-old girl from Arlington, Texas, goes for a bike ride with her younger brother near their grandparents' home. Around 3:10 p.m., she is abducted from a grocery store parking lot. A nearby adult witness sees a man force Amber into a black pickup truck and drive away. Police are called immediately. January 14 to 16, 1996. A massive search effort is launched, involving police, the FBI, volunteers, and the community. Flyers are distributed and the media covers the case extensively. Tips pour in, but none lead to Amber. January 17, 1996. 4 days after her abduction, Amber's body is found in a creek less than 5 miles from where she was taken. She had been murdered. The discovery devastates the community and sparks outrage and grief. Late January 1996. The investigation intensifies. Police urge anyone with information to come forward. Details about the suspect's vehicle, a dark pickup truck with a short wheelbase, are publicized, but the kidnapper remains unidentified. 1996. Amber's murder shocks the country. Her mother, Donna Williams, and concerned citizens push for better child abduction alerts. Their efforts inspire the creation of the Amber Alert System, America's Missing Broadcast Emergency Response, named in Amber's honor. 1997 to 2000s. The Amber Alert System is developed and adopted across Texas, then nationally. Police continue to search for Amber's killer, following up on leads and re-examining evidence. 2016. On the 20th anniversary of Amber's abduction, police and her family renew public appeals for information. The case remains open and active. 2021 to 2024. Investigators use new forensic technology to revisit evidence, hopeful for a break. The case continues to be publicized, with law enforcement seeking tips and information. Present. Amber Hagerman's murder remains unsolved. The Amber Alert System, created in her memory, has helped rescue hundreds of abducted children and is used nationwide. The Arlington Police Department keeps the case open, and her family and community continue to seek justice for Amber. If anyone has any information, please call Arlington, Texas Police at 817-575-8823. For those who wish to remain anonymous, call Crime Stoppers of Tarrant County at 817-469 tips, 8477. Timeline of the Erica Baker case. February 7, 1999. Erica Baker, a 9-year-old girl from Kettering, Ohio, leaves her grandmother's house in the early afternoon to walk her dog, a small Shih Tzu mix named Jamie. She never returns home. Her dog is later found wandering alone near the Kettering Recreation Complex, but there is no sign of Erica. February 7 to 14, 1999. A large-scale search begins immediately. Police, volunteers, and the FBI comb the area. Hundreds of tips are investigated, and the local community rallies to help, but Erica is not found. Late February 1999. Witnesses report seeing a suspicious van and a man in the area where Erica disappeared. Police release composite sketches and request the public's help. 1999 to 2003. The case receives extensive media coverage and several leads are followed, but no breakthrough occurs. Erica's family and police continue to appeal for information. 2004. Christian Gabriel, a man from Springfield, Ohio, is identified as a person of interest. Under questioning, he admits to accidentally hitting Erica with his van as she crossed the street. He claims to have panicked, put her body in his van, and disposed of it elsewhere. He is arrested and charged with gross abuse of a corpse and tampering with evidence. 2005. Gabriel is convicted and sentenced to prison for his role in the disposal of Erica's body, but he refuses to say where her remains are. He insists the accident was not intentional and that he acted alone. 2006 to 2020s. Despite extensive searches based on tips and Gabriel's statements, Erica's body is never found. Her family and local authorities continue to search for answers, holding vigils, and maintaining public awareness. Present Erica Baker's case remains officially unsolved, as her body has never been recovered. Her family and law enforcement continue to hope for closure and urge anyone with information to come forward. Missing since February 7, 1999. Missing from Kettering, Ohio. Classification: endangered missing. Sex: female, race. White, date of birth: June 22, 1989, age 9 years old. Height and weight: 3 feet 10 inches, 3 feet 11 inches, 65 pounds. Clothing/jewelry description: a pink raincoat, a pink Winnie the Pooh sweatshirt, pale blue jeans and white sneakers with purple inserts. Distinguishing characteristics: Caucasian female. Blonde hair, hazel eyes. Erica has a scar on the inner arch of one of her feet. Her ears are pierced. Erica's front teeth were crooked at the time of her 1999 disappearance. She has an oval-shaped, tan-colored birthmark, about the size of a dime, on one of her hips. Some agencies spell her first name Erica. If you have any information, call Kettering Police Department 937-296-2555. Timeline of the Teekah Lewis case. January 23, 1999. Teekah Lewis, a 2-year-old girl from Tacoma, Washington, goes to the New Frontier Lanes bowling alley with her family. Around 10:30 p.m., Teekah is playing near a video game in the bowling alley when her mother briefly looks away. When she turns back, Teekah is gone. Despite immediate searches inside and outside the bowling alley, Teekah is not found. January 24, 1999. Tacoma police launch an intensive search of the area and question witnesses. The FBI is called in, and local volunteers join the effort. The case quickly gains media attention. Late January, February 1999. Authorities release a composite sketch of a man seen leaving the bowling alley parking lot around the time Teekah disappeared. Multiple tips pour in, but none lead to Teekah. 1999 to 2000. Investigators pursue various leads, including possible connections to other missing children and suspicious vehicles seen near the bowling alley that night. The family holds vigils and continues to appeal to the public for information. 2001 to 2003. Police investigate several persons of interest and review potential links to known offenders, but no arrests are made. The case remains active, with periodic searches and renewed calls for tips. 2010's Teekah's case continues to receive media attention on anniversaries and through efforts by her family and advocacy groups. Age-progressed images of Teekah are released in hopes of generating new leads. 2019. On the 20th anniversary of Teekah's disappearance, the Tacoma Police Department releases new information and reissues the composite sketch of the man from the bowling alley. They urge anyone with information to come forward, reminding the public that the case remains open. 2020s the case remains unsolved, but teekah's family and authorities continue to search for answers. Age progression images are updated, and appeals for information are ongoing. The bowling alley where teekah disappeared eventually closes, but a memorial sign is placed nearby. Present teekah Lewis has never been found. Her family and law enforcement continue to seek answers and keep her case in the public eye, hoping that someone will come forward with information to help bring teekah home. Missing since January 23, 1999. Missing from Tacoma, Washington. Classification: endangered missing. Sex: female, race: biracial, black, Native American, white. Date of birth: July 4, 1996. Age: 2 years old. Height and weight: 3 feet 0 inches, 35 pounds. Clothing/jewelry description: a green Tweety Bird sweatshirt or t-shirt, white sweatpants, and black and white Air Jordan sneakers, hair pulled into ponytails. Carrying a clear purse with a fish design, containing Starburst candies. Medical conditions: teekah is asthmatic and requires medical supervision, as well as usage of an inhaler and/or ventilator. Teekah received medical care prior to her 1999 disappearance at Indian Health Practitioners in Puyallup, Washington, a nationwide clinic available for Native Americans. Associated vehicle: S. Maroon 4-door late 1980s or early 1990s model Pontiac Grand Am with dark tinted windows and a large spoiler. Distinguishing characteristics: multiracial female. Black hair, brown eyes. Teekah is of African American, Caucasian and Native American descent. She has a large birthmark on her left buttock and red natural highlights in her hair. She has patches of light discoloration on her face and the left side of her buttocks as the result of eczema. Teekah has facial dimples and pierced ears. Anyone with any information call Tacoma Police Department 253-798-4721. Federal Bureau of Investigation 202-324-3000. Timeline of the Alexis Patterson case. May 3, 2002. Alexis Patterson, a 7-year-old girl from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, disappears on her way to Highmount Community School. Her stepfather says he walked her to within a block of school, but she never entered the building. Staff later report she was not seen that day. May 3 to 10, 2002. A massive search begins, involving police, volunteers, and the FBI. The school and surrounding neighborhood are canvassed. Authorities question family, friends, and neighbors. Alexis's photo is widely circulated in the media. May, June 2002. Authorities follow up on hundreds of tips, but none lead to Alexis. The family makes public pleas for her safe return. Police investigate possible connections to other missing children and look into everyone in Alexis's immediate circle. 2003 to 2005. The investigation remains active, with periodic searches and interviews. Police explore various leads, including reported sightings across the country, but none are confirmed. 2007. On the 5-year anniversary of her disappearance, police and Alexis's family renew public appeals for information. Age-progressed images of Alexis are released to help generate new leads. 2016. A woman in Ohio claims she might be Alexis Patterson, but DNA testing rules out the possibility. 2022. The 20th anniversary of Alexis's disappearance brings renewed media attention and fresh appeals from law enforcement and her family. Milwaukee police reiterate that the case remains open and that any new information is welcome. Present: Alexis Patterson remains missing. The case is still active, with age-progressed photos occasionally updated and investigators following up on new leads as they come in. Her family and local authorities continue to hope for answers. Missing since May 3, 2002. Missing from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Classification: endangered missing. Sex: female, race: black. Date of birth: April 4, 1995, 30. Age: 7 years old. Height and weight: 3 feet 8 inches, 42 pounds. Clothing/jewelry description: a hooded red pullover nylon jacket with a gray stripe running down each sleeve, a light purple blouse or a blue shirt with horizontal stripes, light blue jeans, blue and white high-top Nike sneakers and cluster-type diamond sunflower-shaped earrings with yellow gold posts. Carrying a pink Barbie book bag. Her hair was styled in 2 French braids which were pulled back into a ponytail. Associated vehicle: S. Red truck. Distinguishing characteristics: African American female. Black hair, brown eyes. Alexis has a scar below her right eye. She has a bump on her left pinky finger. Alexis's primary and secondary teeth are crowded, and her gums are dark in color. Her ears are pierced. Alexis's nicknames are Lexi and Pie. She is right-handed. If you have any information on the disappearance of Alexis Patterson, call Milwaukee Police Department 414-935-7401, 414-935-7302. Milwaukee County Sheriff's Department 414-278-4788. Timeline of the Asha Degree case. February 13, 2000. Asha Degree, a 9-year-old girl from Shelby, North Carolina, spends a quiet day with her family. She attends church and does homework with her mother before going to bed around 8 p.m. Early hours of February 14, 2000. Around 2:30 a.m., Asha's father checks on her and her brother and sees both children asleep in their shared room. Between 3:30 and 4 a.m., Asha quietly leaves her home, taking a small backpack with her. February 14, 2000, morning. Asha's family discovers she is missing around 6:30 a.m. after her mother goes to wake her for school. The family searches the house and neighborhood before calling police. February 14 to 16, 2000. A massive search effort begins, involving local law enforcement, volunteers, and the FBI. Witnesses report seeing a young girl matching Asha's description walking alone along Highway 18 in the early morning hours, about a mile from her home. February 17, 2000. Searchers find candy wrappers, pencils, and a marker that are identified as Asha's belongings in a shed along the highway. This confirms Asha was in the area. August 2001. Asha's book bag is discovered buried in plastic bags 26 miles north of her home, in Burke County, North Carolina, during a construction project. The bag contains several of her personal items. 2000. Present. The FBI and local authorities continue to investigate, following up on hundreds of leads and reported sightings. Age-progressed images of Asha are released periodically. Her family holds an annual walk to raise awareness and keep her case in the public eye. 2015. The FBI joins Cleveland County investigators in a renewed push for answers, announcing a reward for information that leads to Asha's recovery. 2020. On the 20th anniversary of her disappearance, investigators announce new leads and again appeal to the public for information. Present. Asha Degree remains missing. Her case is still actively investigated, with law enforcement and her family hoping for new information that will finally solve the mystery of her disappearance. Missing since February 14, 2000. Missing from Shelby, North Carolina. Classification: endangered missing. Sex: female, race. Black. Date of birth: August 5, 1990. Age: 9 years old. Height and weight: 4 feet 6 inches, 60 pounds. Clothing/jewelry description: possibly a white nightshirt with a teddy bear on it, acid wash or white jeans, and white size 3 Nike sneakers. Carrying a Tweety Bird purse and a black backpack. Associated vehicle: S. Dark green early 1970s model Lincoln Mark IV or Ford Thunderbird with rust around the wheel wells. Distinguishing characteristics: African American female. Black hair, brown eyes. Asha may style her hair in pigtails. Her name is pronounced Aisha. If you have any information on the disappearance of Asha Degree, call Cleveland County Sheriff's Office 704-484-4822.
Yeah. Everybody knows that I'm breaking down. Everybody knows I ain't faking now. Everybody knows my heart's vacant now. Yeah, she hates me now, I made mistakes, but now I don't ever wanna be alone. I don't really ever feel at home. On my own, in the zone, that's the only way I know. Feeling low, about to blow back up. Here I won't ever let the doubt creep in. Gotta pop a couple more aspirin. I don't think I'll ever let you in. Easier to break it off best friends. I don't really understand myself. I don't really understand, need help. I don't wanna be left on the shelf. Couldn't even hear me if I yelled. It's so cold outside, I'm alone